What's going on, y'all, and welcome to another one of my weekly Outlook market analysis videos. And today I'll be going over a couple of pairs that I'm looking at going into the week of July 12th, 2020. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, so I currently have Euro odd up on the daily time frame where you can see we're in a steady uptrend, right? We just keep trickling to the upside, and as a trend trader, I'm expecting this upside movement to continue. Now, before I consider any long opportunities in this market, I would like to see some sort of break above this key level of resistance coupled with a nice retest before I look to go long on this trade. All right, so I'd be targeting some of those previous highs, right? Because we have to create a newer high if we want to continue this uptrend, right? So I do have a long bias on Euro odd for this week. All right, so coming over to gold or XAU USD, you can see a nice steady uptrend where we're making higher highs and higher lows. I would like to come and zoom out to the weekly time frame where you'll see that we are pushing past some of these key levels of resistance, suggesting that gold wants to continue, possibly continue this steady uptrend or this steady move to the upside that it's making. Right, so before I consider any long positions on gold, I would like to see a retracement back to this level of resistance turn support, right? I would like to see a retest of that level before I look to go long on gold. All right, so I do have a long bias on gold as well. Now coming over to Ripple or XRP USD, you can see a nice steady downtrend where we've been making lower lows and lower highs, but we can't ignore this bullish flag breakout, right? Suggesting, that we have some bulls coming into the market and pushing price up, right? So even though we're in its overall downtrend, I would like to see us return or revisit some of these previous highs before the potential for a downtrend, right? Because the current price action is suggesting that we do have a move to the upside on our hands. So I do have a long bias on XRP at the moment. Now coming over to GBP or British pound Danish krone, you can see a nice break of this trend line where we failed to continue making lower lows and lower highs. And if I come down to the 4-hour, you can actually see that we've broken a key level of resistance. And I would basically like to see a retest of this level before I look to go long on this pair. Right, so I do have a bullish bias on this pair. All right, so coming over to Euro GBP, this was actually a trade that I called out on my free Telegram analysis channel. I will leave a link down below in the description for anybody interested in joining. But basically, I just saw a break of this trend, right? We were making a steady move to the upside, higher highs and higher lows, and now we broke structure and created this downtrend, right? So once I took note of that, I was basically just waiting for a break and retest of this zone, right? This yellow box that I have highlighted in yellow. I was waiting for a break of this level coupled with a retest, which the market gave us. And those were basically my entries for this beautiful sell-off that we've had in the market. And now I'm targeting some of these previous lows as my final profit taking target. Now coming over to GBPCHF, you can see a beautiful break in this downward trend where we failed to continue making those lower lows and lower highs, coupled with the fact that we broke above this key level of resistance, came back and retested it, and my entries were around this region, and it was a beautiful move that played out for about 120 pips. You can see that my final profit taking target is around some of these previous highs where I would look to take my final profit off the table. But beautiful move. This was also a move that I called out on my free Telegram analysis channel. Again, I will leave a link down below in the description. And that is my video, you guys. So these are the pairs that I'm looking at going into this week, as well as some of the trades that I called out last week that I am continuing to hold. And if you guys, appreciate the simplicity and accuracy of my analysis, definitely leave a like down below, as well as comment a pair that you want me to see, that you want to see covered in next week's video. All right, so thank you guys for tuning in, and I will check back with you guys next week. Peace.